tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Start Mike 42, Mike 42. 42 to Mike, boys, 42.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Number 16.
Tyler Lockett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2nd and 13. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
At the 44-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Sterling Hawkwrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down.
Now it's Carson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He was brought down by Emerson Griffin.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Hicks brought him down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Now second and 6 at the 11-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Carson. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
6-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 36, Wilson out to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's Let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, Ingram. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up third down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
that pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson going up top. He's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
He's across
the big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Wilson. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
On the throwaway.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Keeper. Thrown to the sideline.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
25-yard.
Myers' kick is good.
Is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Ingram. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Zone now. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Back at the 14-yard line.
42, check, Mike 42.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
42 the mic, boys, 42. 42 the mic. 19 Lions. All day, every day, any day. Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Hey, here I come.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick here is good. And that gets him back within 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone and get you 6?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
At the 36-yard.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And able to find Dorsett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
9-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's now 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're running. Ingram. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.